Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today, where I'm going to be making some pies. Little sort of individual served pies. It's going to be chili beef pies, or chili con carne. Now, I made this chili con carne yesterday. I used the easy method. I just did it in a slow cooker. There is a video to that. You might have already seen it. I'll put a link to that in the description, also at the end of the video. I might even whack up the link to a longer version I did on the stovetop a couple of years ago to chili con carne. But if you want to do it the cheap slow cooker way, that turned out a treat. And like I say, that was yesterday. And chili's like curry, like the next day, it's even better most of the time. Now here I'm going to make my own pastry. I've got 2 cups of plain flour. I've got 100 grams of cold butter that I've just cut into cubes. And I've got 100 mils of sour cream. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a rough whizzing up. I've got my pastry plastic sort of tool blade in there. Let's go. It sort of starts clogging up into a ball like that, or sort of a rough ball. I'll get it out and I'll just form it into a ball on my bench here. Alright, so that's what it sort of just started clumping together, like so. We'll get that out. Just a bit of flour on my bench there. And we're not going to need this too much, just a little bit, just for a minute or so. Just to get it to come together, really. Once I've got it in a ball, I'm just going to wrap it in some cling film, radiate, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to put that in the fridge for about an hour. Alrighty guys, it's about an hour later, so I'll just get my pastry here out of the fridge. Now that ball, I'm going to, just by eye, roughly cut about 1/3 of it off. I'm just going to put that aside, probably wrap it back up. In fact, I might even, I'll just leave it aside for now. Now with this ball that's left, I'm now going to cut that into about 4 pieces, roughly equal size. And just sort of cover them up a little bit too, just to stop them drying out too much. Alright, so one of our quarter pieces into a ball. We're just going to roll it out into a rough sort of circle. I've got a bit of flour on my bench again, as you see. Alright, once we've rolled that out fairly thinly, I'll grab one of my, I've got these pie tins here, and all I've done is grease them up with a bit of butter. I'm going to fold that case into that tin, just gently pressing it, the edges in. Just give it a couple of pricks on the bottom. Just cut off the edge there. And these scrap bits, just put them aside as well, just in case we're running short on our lids. And I'll just keep repeating that with my the three I've still got to go. Alrighty, so I've got those 4 pie tins filled. Just got that next spare bit there. Just going to cut that into 4. And just going to roll them out. That's going to become our lids. And if I'm running short, like I say, I've kept my off cuts there. See how we go. Right. So on and so forth. Alrighty guys, I'm just starting to assemble these pies. Just get my base. As you can see, I've rolled out the lids. Already got one going here. So I'll just get my beautiful cold chili mixture. Spoon plenty of it in there and kind of push it right up into the edges. And that looks like plenty for that one. Don't be too ambitious. And give it a bit of a tappity tap. Now I've just got a little bit of an egg wash here. I'm just going to just go around the edge with that. Probably should have done that before I put the meat in. Oh well, too bad. So now in my fridge, just before I noticed, I had just by coincidence, and I promise it is a coincidence, I had 4 slices of tasty cheese. So I've just cut the corners off those just so they fit nicely. So we're actually going to make a chili beef and cheese pie. And even those corners that I cut off, don't waste them. Might as well just sit them on as well. Like so. We'll get one of our lids. Sit it over. Now I'm not going to complicate things here. All I'm going to do is get my fork and just crimp it onto that pastry of the base. Alright, and once I've got the other 2 going, I might actually even sit them in the fridge just for another half an hour or so. I'll do that and get back to you. Alrighty, so it's only about half an hour later, sort of basically just long enough to let my oven preheat up to 180 degrees Celsius. Now just before I pop these in the oven, I'm just going to give them an egg wash, this time all over the top. Alright, I'll pop them in, probably for, I don't know, around 40-45 minutes, something like that, just till they look nice and golden and the pastry's cooked basically. The filling's already cooked. Let's get them in. Hey guys, look, these have just been baking for about 15 minutes. They've still got a while to go. What I did forget to do is I meant to give a couple of little fork pricks in the top of each one. So I'm just doing that now. And it's not too late because that pastry is still nice and soft. Thank goodness I remembered though. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, I've just cut open one of my pies here, giving you a bit of a close-up look. Tie them together really nicely. Nothing to do but taste it. Alright, that is absolutely delicious. Really, really yummy. The pastry is just melting in my mouth. It's so nice. And yeah, that chili con carne that I made yesterday, if you watch that video you can see I made it a bit spicy, and the spiciness is still there but it's mellowed a bit. The flavours are a little bit more developed, and it's really yummy. Cheese with chili, I mean you can't go wrong. Wrap some pastry around it and I'm in heaven. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I just ask that you subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. Yeah, just gives me more encouragement to keep making videos. I'm going to keep making them anyway, so if you don't want to, no worries. Just thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate your viewing, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.